Yes, alright. Better? Good. Okay, good, great. Alright, so welcome to the 10,000 subscribers live stream. Nothing particularly special that we're gonna do. Just hang out with me. Ask me any questions that you have, personal or otherwise. And meanwhile, to keep you guys entertained, I'll be playing a little bit of Hades. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So, if you're talking about Hades itself, there's a new patch that went out, I think a couple of days ago, that supposedly has got the game to where it wants to be in terms of the number of biomes, which counts at 4, if I'm not wrong.
Ready.
So, let's go.
In my domain, you either find your place or learn your place. There's work enough to go around, believe you me.
Hades is such a bad dad, but, well, someone to learn from, I
I'll
guess.
find my place, all right.
Hi, Spencer.
Gust of air. This mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey, boss. Found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on,
Is
we've both
online.
got places to be.
Hades, fun game. Yep, I love this game so much, and you know they've been constantly patching it. Supergiant's great. So yeah, here we are checking out the new updates as well. So you move 30% faster. Your cast is 20% faster. Fully automatic. Your attack is 21% faster. I'll go with movement speed.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
Game sound is louder than my voice. Alright, I'll take it down a notch if that's better. Yep. So, still figuring out the settings for now. Especially voice work, perfect. Alright, great. So I think there are currently 5 weapons in the game. The sword, the spear, the bow, the shield, and the hand cannon. And out of these, while people do seem to like the hand cannon and the bow a lot, I find myself liking the spear, even though I tend to throw it a lot.
Time to collect.
Giga. Hi from Belarus. Oh, that's an interesting country.
Much
I've
better.
never been, but heard great things. Make your voice louder, please. And also, hi. Hello. I like the spear. Yep, spear is great as well. I don't really like the feel of the spear, but somehow, I tend to do quite well with it. So yeah. My voice appears to be maxed out though. Let me see if I can meddle with any settings here. Audio. Nope, doesn't appear to be. Michael. Wow, nice game. It's on Epic, yes. Yep, this is on the Epic Store. I'm not sure how much. I think it's 10 or 15 if I'm not wrong. Special to explode on hit. Yep, that's the one that I like. Your voice is still kind of low compared to the game. Maybe it's relative. I'll turn down the game audio a little bit more and we'll see. don't know if the mic is actually picking up the mouse and keyboard sounds. I hope it's not. But, well, we'll see. Game seems a bit faster as well. Chaos Gate versus Artemis. Alright, I'll get the boon, of course. This is epic. On the note of voices, I've never been able to put a finger on your accent. Hello from South Africa. I really appreciate the channel. Yeah. Hi, Owen. Very cool that you're from South Africa. The last Guketa, my accent is actually a Singaporean accent. So we just celebrated our National Day, which doesn't appear to be a thing in other people's countries for some reason. But it's a whole big hoo-ha and, you know, parade and all that kind of stuff here. So yeah. Vamo. Yeah, I'm from Singapore, as mentioned. So Southeast Asia.
More witches? Artemis.
D&D Gamer, what's up? Huge congrats on the 10k. Yep, thank you very much. It looks so much like Transition. Yeah, so I think that I saw a video on YouTube that's actually very detailed. That goes into the detail of Supergiant Games. So their art director has been there for 10 years. I mean, basically most of the team has been there for 10 years. The art director, the creative lead, the writers, and so on. So that's why, you know, if you have a consistent team of people working on, you know, different games, but within the same company, within a stable development environment, that tends to produce, you know, high quality games like this. Your cast deals more damage, dash attack, your call fires a seeking arrow. So it's the nearest foe. Let's go with cast then.
I'll make every strike count.
The stream is at a really nice hour of us in the UK. Thanks for the advance notice. Yep. So I'm trying to time it because, I mean, even though I'm in Asia and it's like 10:30 here at night, the audience based on the analytics from YouTube is that it's mostly a US and Western audience, I guess. So timing wise, this would be most optimal where, you know, people in the US and the UK and even to some extent in Asia will be awake. So that's that. Spencer, I would compare it more to Dead Cells except isometric. Yeah, I can see the comparison. Still need to play any of the games from these guys. I think I have Bastion and Transistor on Steam. Yep, definitely play this. I like Pyre actually. I really like Pyre. And coming, hello, my friend. Michael, yep, Michael's in a neighbor nearby. UK here as well, only 1 hour apart. Yep.
structure before.
UK here as well. 10:32 in Bali. Yep, 10:30 a.m. Okay, it's at 10:30 p.m. here, so that's cool. Pyre is also good. Sally Lex mentioned. Yeah, I think the whole mystical basketball thing was a bit weird for people, but I really liked it. Only one option for me here. Alright, Poseidon's not my favorite, so let's see.
Ready, lads?
Alright. Eternal Rocks. Thank you so much, man. Is Hades complete yet, and is it coming to PS4? It's not complete yet. I think the latest patch just made the final area available, so I haven't actually played through it, so this is my first touch at it. And I think they mentioned something like 2020 for the 1.0 version, so at that time it'll come to Steam and presumably consoles at the same time. Liven up the CG group and Steam. Yeah, would you like to volunteer? I need moderators and people to run the group page or something. Plans on reviews. Yeah, that's the thing, because I know you guys want to see reviews and I've been trying to do that, but I guess my main problem is that I'm only comfortable reviewing a game, so to speak,
The Ocean's Fury.
after I've fully completed it. So I have to play through the game, and then when you have games that are more than 5-10 hours, it kind of adds up, and I don't have the time to do that. So I don't know, I'll think about it.
Damnable fools.
Alright. Let's see, where are we? Areas. What do you think about Hades soundtrack compared to Transistor, Bastion, and Pyre? Hades is more... I don't know, I haven't heard it in full. Like, I haven't sat down to listen to it. So, can't really compare. Out of the other three, I like Pyre a lot. Will chime in and help from time to time. Sure, we'll talk, Michael. The last guys are, I'll volunteer, but time is hard to manage. Yep, time is difficult to manage, So, thanks you guys for actually, hanging out here, spending your time, spending your night here, or spending your day, whatever time it is there. Reviews are necessary, gang. Introduce us to more and let the community fill the gaps of knowledge. Okay, fair enough. If you do some reviews, it'd be great to see. I can only put so many hours to this. Yep.
Let's have a look here.
Ooh, this is expensive. Death Defiance. Normally I get this, and it usually isn't so expensive, so... Oh well. Yes, hammer.
This shield's about to get a
Special
whole lot
is
stronger.
50. Yes. Alright. Let's tell you what, especially since flights are longer. I like explosive return.
That should do it.
What do you think is suitable and comfortable for you? I also agree with the last good answer. The reason why I follow the channel is mainly because of discovery, but review is also a plus. Okay, thanks guys.
Witches. Right there. Where now?
I'm not getting any upgrades in this run. Let's see. Once you lose the passion, that's it. But yep. It's kind of tough. So actually, let's get into a little bit of the, I guess, more nitty-gritty stuff. Recently, over the past 2 days, YouTube has actually had a views glitch. So my views actually dropped in half. So I kind of freaked out about it. But then I went on Twitter and then I checked with YouTube. And basically they said that, it's a glitch. And, lots of other people are reporting this problem. But consequently, where, how it affects the channel. So I mentioned last week that there's this thing called views momentum on YouTube. So it's things like if your previous video does well, your next video has a better chance of doing well. So in such a way, it rewards momentum, so to speak. So that's why you see me actually moving to the daily upload schedule. So the more views I get on the day-to-day basis, it kind of snowballs, or at least I hope it does have some sort of snowballing effect. And so far, it has seemed to have worked. It's a lot of work, of course, to do daily videos, which is why actually most of my weekends is spent doing that. And yeah, but it's worth it, I guess. I get to hang out with you guys, which is cool. I get to talk about indie games, I get to play games, I get to help developers, which is, that's all that matters, I guess. Cheers from Argentina, the Grim Reaper 7. Excellent. That's one thing actually I really, really like about YouTube, is that I get to connect with people all over the world. From, my country is so small. We are, I think, 7 million people. The whole country is 7 million people. So to be able to connect with all of you all over the world is really, really very special to me. Poilapan, greetings from Singapore. Hello there, my friend. It is 10:45 p.m. now. I am 29 this year. Clayton could recommend games instead of reviewing. Since he will invest himself to play, it better be something good that can as well. Yep, so I actually do recommendations. I guess my monthly, I don't know if you guys have watched the video that went out at 10 o'clock.
Surprise.
But the monthly recap videos are more or less games which I have played personally and really like. So this month's games include things like Eagle Island, which is fantastic. Don't know if you have time to dive into another game on stream or whatever, but yeah, so things like that. Blazing Chrome is another great one, Automa Chef, and so on. So those are actually my personal recommendations. Making a lot of mistakes.
So much for them.
Thankfully, if you guys notice, there's this thing in the top right hand corner next to my logo actually. that actually shows that I'm actually only on one heat. So heat is optional difficulty modifier. You can spend heat to make the game more challenging in exchange for more of this resource that you get. So it's a pros and cons kind of thing. But since I'm checking out the new content, I just play on a lower difficulty. Spencer, I click on your videos. Thank you very much. Clicking definitely helps. Look forward to your take on upcoming indies. Yep, couple of those in the works. So look out for it next week. I think I have a few videos coming out from there. So wholesome. Haha. Yep. It's it's cool. It's really, really nice. I'm from Brazil and I love this channel. Daniel Martins. Thank you. Obrigado, I think. This one I really like 19 Plus and Songbird Symphony. Would I have found Songbird Symphony not for you? Yep, Songbird is a great one as well. It's from a Singaporean developer actually, which is pretty cool. I think it's like Tree Guys or something.
Good enough to eat.
Let's see. Impact damage. Alright, let's go with this. So the boss fight is up next. So I'm not sure which sister I'm gonna get this time.
Guess not.
Electro.
Let's get to work, Red Blood. What do you say?
Let's see.
Well, I say
I kind of forgot how to fight her, so we'll see.
I better stop her. She's getting mad.
There were a couple of hits that I shouldn't have.
That's that then.
I'm not very good at rhythm bits, but I muscle through because the art and writing is so excellent. Yep, the rhythm part got a little bit tough for me as well, but it's very light-hearted. It's like so cute, so fun, so yep, pretty good one. Your news for Dash game really made my day. Yep, that really made my day as well. I woke up, I checked Twitter as normal, which is not healthy, but here we are. And the developers actually tagged me and told me that, hey, because of my videos, their game got 3,000 new wishlists on Steam. And, I'm not taking credit. There's the whole correlation versus causation kind of thing with it. So I wouldn't say it's my video that made it that way. It definitely could be someone else, right? Someone completely different. And
Might help.
And yeah, so I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's pretty cool to help indie developers like that. I'm gonna get Burn the Witch here, but do you play mobile games, especially gacha games? No. So mobile games is a touchy subject for me. I guess in part because I used to play gacha games. I think I can't remember what's the name. Defenders of Texel, but that was a long time ago. The game shut down now, and I didn't spend any money, but I spent so much time. I set my clock to in the middle of the night to wake up when I have full energy, and it kind of just messes with you, like messes with your life. And then there's the whole predatory policies and all that, of predatory microtransactions and things like that. So the mobile market is very toxic in my opinion. I mean, there are great games, but the expectation of free on that platform particularly has actually kind of soured me on it. You know, people want to put out games that suck you in, get you spending money, and it's not a great look. Don't start gacha and mobile games. Yep, definitely don't start. Let's see. Have you considered branching the games from more digital stores like Playism, DL Site, and such? Not really. I mean, they tend to be very Japanese, I think. And as a result, the translation might not be there as well. F for Fury. Yep. Forgot to use that. That's awesome. That's all it's all about. Spreading the love for the indies, which you do awesomely. Thank you. Yep, that's what it's all about. Not the best practices, I agree. I've seen some interesting game on mobile with reasonable pricing models. Unfortunately, most need to go to PC or Switch to get noticed. Yep, so the other side of the coin, so to speak, on that is actually people get really, really angry when mobile games get ported to Steam or ported to PC, which, I'm hesitant to call that a problem, because to me, a good game is a good game no matter what platform. But when mobile games get associated with all those microtransactions, energy systems, things like that, it kind of poisons the well, right?
I can't.
Ares, my favorite. Urge to kill, attack special, and cost deal more damage. Bleed Rift, Curse of Agony. Let's go with the Epic Boon, of course. I don't really need to go for now, so I'll skip the chest. There's a store here. Death Defiance. I think they actually patched, they made this price a lot higher. It used to be 90 plus, and then people are getting like 7 of these, so that like 7 extra lives, which made the game a lot easier. Let's see, dual boots for sure. Did I just release a video while I stream? No, I released it at 10. That's why the stream was at 10:20. So I thought, you know, if you guys were around on YouTube, you see a notification pop up, watch the video, get done with it, and then hop into the live stream. That was the intent anyway.
In the name of Hades.
Dash, cast fire, second projectile specials. Let's go with this.
Time to hunt.
Should use my cast more.
I'm sorry, Uncle.
Now that I think about it, the visual effects are kind of excessive and, you know, it's hard to follow, I think. Especially if you're not used to the game or if you don't play this a lot. As a, I guess as a viewer of the stream, I don't know if this is the best experience, but... Ooh, what's this? I think that's a new thing they added in the patch as well.
A show of strength like that deserves a commendation, I should think.
Dash foes knocks them away. Your no way effect also ruptures foes, breaking waves, stemming foes into barriers, create a rupture damage. Okay, let's get this.
Power of the sea.
Athena, Dionysus, and gold.
Can wash away my boons.
Could sell boons for gold. That's pretty neat. Subscriber almost reaching 10,009. Yep, that's the goal, I guess, for now. Short-term goal. PC spec. I don't have it offhand. I think I recently got a new computer about a year ago. And even at that time, I didn't get the high-end, you know, the 1080s or whatever. I think I'm only running a 980 or 1060, I can't remember. Do I find the time to play AAA games? No, not really. I'm taking a lot of damage in this one. Alright. Where were we? Do you find time to play AAA games? No, actually, it's tough actually to even find time to play indie games, to be honest. So because of the way I do things, the way I cover games, it's very broad based. So I dabble in a lot of games, but a little bit of them. And so I don't really go in depth into the lore, into the story, which, you know, is pros and cons, right? Haru. Let's see. What's your favorite indie game reviewer or Let's Player channel? Wonderbots for Let's Player. Wonderbots is great. I used to watch a lot of Northern Lion. I like his Darkest Dungeon series. He's mainly known as the Isaac guy, but you know, I like him for his Darkest Dungeon stuff. AAA games suck nowadays anyway. No, well, I mean they can be rather manipulative, but I wouldn't say they suck. Actually, in fact, I don't own a PS4, but I know the PS4 has some great exclusives like God of War, Spider-Man, things like that. Hello Jadet, nice, welcome to the stream. Very rarely enjoy AAA games these days. Couldn't get my speaker and Windows volume to the max. If someone busts me on instant messaging, I'm gonna be deaf. Yep, sorry. I will try to figure out the mic settings. I'll play with it a little bit more as we, maybe not today, but perhaps in the future. I'll try to work on this mic stuff. Where am I from? I'm from Singapore, Janet. I know walking shoot 'em up players like Mud Prince. Who is Mud Prince? Gotta check that out then. Your special inflicts poison. Your dash inflicts poison. Hey, how is that encounter is our threshold? Poison is good.
How about another?
Palm of Power. I actually like damage over time stuff. It's pretty fun. I can't see where these attacks are coming from off screen, which kind of sucks. Cast, call, secondary shot damage. More cast power. I forgot to use my cast again. Can I sell anything?
Purge boons for coin.
Oh, nah. We haven't met any of the other characters as well. 150 coin. Alright, let's do this. Open up.
Who dares?
Come and get it. Stay danced.
Back to the lowest
134,
depths
not bad. Not bad at all.
Cheers.
Daily streams now. not daily streams for sure. Maybe weekly streams. We'll see how. Bleeding Ears will hit. Do you have a favorite game? Depends on favorite, you know. I have many favorite games, depending on genre and things like that. So it's all listed in videos on the site for now. That's what's great. So it's getting a new update actually. This year's indie games rule. Yep, every year's indie games actually are pretty awesome.
No one's here.
That's a bit of respite. A again. I hope it's not the Hydra. I don't think it's time yet, but it might be time.
In the name of Hades.
We'll replace your special inflicts do. Ooh, 127. That's a lot. Can't decide. I also think he likes this game. Yes, Kameng, I do really like Hades. I play on and off quite a bit. I wish I had more time to play it, to be honest, but yeah, I like checking in whenever there's a new update. and really loving it so far. Supergiant Games equals to art. Agreed. From Argentina, love your channel. Thank you very much, RFF. I used to watch Indie Former, but they had a change of plans. The channel was how to introduce. Ah, okay, that's cool, Poila. Indie Former's awesome as well, even though, I think he's a bit busy with his real life work and all that, so decided to stop posting regularly. But he's still, I think if you follow him on Twitter, he does post and retweet things about indie games, so that's cool. Nintendo is AAA. I can get the same vibe of love and care like indie games. Yep, Nintendo games are awesome. Don't own a Switch. Again, I don't own any consoles actually, which is kind of a bad thing, but that's how it is.
The will to fight.
Oh no, I think this is the boss fight, so here we go. Ooh, we had a new subscriber. Okay.
Remember me?
Forgot I set alerts on that, and I hope the volume level wasn't too loud on that as well. Gotta focus on this one.
Here come the heads. Not yet.
Alright. I think there are 2 more phases. Too far, be alright. And this is the one with a ton of hits. think this should be the last phase. I think. Alright, not so bad, not so bad.
Enough.
Get in the ring. I lost my hearing at that one. Oops, sorry. Let's see. Please at the same time as the boss fight start. Yep, that's great timing, right? A headphones on, it sounds fine. What's wrong with it? I think some of them cranked up the volume internally quite a bit. So because of the low, I guess, voice volume over the mic. Let's see. Are there any indie game shows in Singapore like PAX, for example? No, we don't get anything, basically. We have something called GameStart Asia, which is a local kind of convention. I think it's held annually, if I'm not wrong. Nothing too big. And I think one recent thing that we got is actually VidCon is coming
Still there,
to
are
Singapore.
I am indeed.
Do you play this with mouse and keyboard? Yep, I play this with mouse and keyboard. Crackety clack. Yep, it gets a bit intense, I guess, during boss fights and stuff. And not so bad, all things considered. Cerberus. Nah. Alright, so. Expired for now. What should I get? The safest bet is actually this old spiked collar. Max rank, 60 health. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, sorry Blue Orb, forgot to get back to your question. Mobile gaming is big in Singapore, I think. I don't have the numbers, but I suspect it's quite a significant sum. When the game makes sound, your voice lowers by around 20 to 30%. Okay.
Nice and cool up here.
So this is Elysium.
The enshrouded river of forgetfulness, Lethe, flows through the hallowed chambers of Elysium, numbing old pains and memories of the most noble shades residing there.
Which, if I'm not wrong, is the Greek equivalent of heaven, I guess, or the promised land or whatever, something like that. And, you know, as you have heard, I really love the narrator in this game.
I'll have to give them new pains to recall.
Palm of Power and Health.
Chariots. You wanna die again?
So a lot of these new enemies, I have no idea what they do actually. Because I haven't seen them. Like this chariot guy. Oh, even the walls have spikes. Huh.
You had it coming.
Cast deals more damage, secondary. Meh. Nothing too great.
Thank you, gods.
200. I'll pass for now.
What's on offer?
Gain 1 for a cast. Cast deals 30% more damage. Nah. Pass. Heat and a key. Let's go with keys. I think I have a couple of things to unlock in terms of the upgrade in the mirror back at the base. Or back in the house or the room or whatever you call it. So I would tend to go for the keys. so I'm not super late game.
Next up. Nice try.
These new shade enemies are kind of annoying. Because once they die, they have a little spirit that you need to kill. If not, they just get revived automatically. And another hammer. Great. Ding ding ding. Yep. What's the name of that game? Which game? This game? Will Roberto. Yep, this is Hades. It's only on PC through the Epic Game Store. It's in early access. You can't watch the stream. It's alright, Kameng, no worries. The name of the game is in the top left as well.
Great chance.
All these traps and hazards everywhere. So annoying.
Set.
Oh,
Weapons,
hammer
hidden
upgrade.
talents.
Dashing attack deals 50%, special and strike to 8 foes before returning. I have poison. Rush against a power shot. Let's go with this.
Need all the firepower I can get.
Do we have a Discord server? No, I don't have a Discord server at the moment. Do people use that? I don't know how to use a Discord server effectively. Maybe I'll look into that. How does one go about sponsoring me? You can sign up as a member on the channel through YouTube directly, or you could sign up through Patreon, which is where I guess that's my preferred. I actually like indie RPG games like Divinity and Path of Exile, but can't really stomach all the reading. What do you think about that kind of game? I mean, the CRPG or computer RPG, as stupid as the name,
What is it now?
as the name it
Consider
is,
this a
right?
warning.
It's, you know, full of text and writing and story and things like that. Which, you know, if you don't like it, you know, no shame in that. Just, you know, perhaps you're not in the mood for something like that at the moment. But there are always, you know, plenty of dumb RPGs, or even ones that don't really have a story. I
I
should have
expected
done
more
that.
from the exalted.
Lost too much health. Grim Dawn is also good. I have it but never got around the time to play it. Over 9,000 newts. Yep, Patreon would be great actually. I'm actually looking... Okay, for those of you that was here earlier, I don't want to sound too pushy, but I mentioned YouTube had a glitch where they cut my views in half, and which was a site-wide glitch, so hopefully in the long run doesn't affect, you know, it's just a blip, right, in the long run, but it definitely affects the channel growth. It affects things like my ad revenue, and I guess putting all my eggs in one basket, so to speak, it's not ideal, for sure. So Patreon actually would be a great place to do that. I actually want to do more things with the channel. Like you guys know, I'm already doing daily videos. I'm thinking or play the idea of having a live stream every week on Saturday around this time. So that's that. But that means, you know, less sleep and more work. So I'm looking to hire an editor to help me with making the videos itself. Obviously creative control will still, or creative direction will still come from me, but I need someone to do that. But in order to have an editor even, I need the money to pay them, and the ad revenue, to be honest, isn't going to be able to do that. So I'm looking to increase my funding base before I do anything, but that's definitely a short-term goal of mine, you know, within the next couple of months, to look for an editor, to work with them, and then to see how things progress from there.
Amid Elysium's moss-covered chambers, carved of stone, stand untold numbers of eternal...
This place is near as gloomy as the house.
Yep, Hades is in early access. I don't think it's the beta per se, but yeah, whatever.
Hey, look, I can tell you're struggling right now, and maybe this isn't...
Ah, so you are taking pity on me then? Well, I've no pride like many others here, so I shall take it. Though let's make it a fair exchange, shall we?
I am most grateful to you, sir.
Doesn't work like that.
Something wrong there, sir? I mean...
What's the use? Let's say we fought, if anybody asks.
Attack deals 40%, restore 30% health. I should get this. I
Thank you,
need
sir.
the health.
I doubt it'll be of much help.
Artemis, Charon. I have 500, so let's go to the shop.
Charon's shop.
Nothing much. 5
pay for
pom,
that.
as usual. 655. Let's go with poison damage. So one cool thing about Hades, if you guys don't hold on, I'm reading this message from the last Google. That plan sounds alright with an editor, but how about getting people to collaborate with a Steam group that works on Giant Bomb, Moby Games, and such to find more stuff? We can crowdsource the work to make your efforts easier. That means in terms of discovering new games or pointing me towards new games to showcase, that would be cool. Okay, I've never fought any of these enemies, so going in, I guess, from here on out, right, other than the boss coming up, I haven't fought any of these enemies at all, so I'm as blind as you guys, I guess.
feast for Aegis.
Oh, things are getting a bit intense.
Thank the gods.
And not too bad. Effectively, yes, it helps with a lot since we have a lot of regions and languages between us. It's less commitment than a Discord. So yeah, that's the thing. Can someone explain the Discord server to me? You know, people always offer a private Discord as one of their, I guess, their $1 patron tier, like access to private Discord. That's like a thing. So what do you do in a Discord server? It's just like a chat room, right? I've been in a couple, you know, people posting messages. It's kind of like a message board, but what's the use of a Discord server per se?
Should come in useful. More splitters.
So I saw a question in chat about what other indie games I'm playing. Recently, the one that I'm still, trying to finish, but it's very, very difficult because it's rather long. It's actually Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I really like Metroidvania, so this one's a no-brainer. Great one of these. And then the other one that I've been dipping into here and there is actually Automa Chef, which is in the video that just went up. Basically Factorial, but with cooking. And yeah, it's pretty awesome actually. Let's see. I want to promote something Disney related in China. I want promo something Disney related in China. What page do you recommend? Sorry, Janet, I don't get your question. Hakime is like Skype or TeamSpeak. Okay. So I guess people use, obviously you can use it to looking for group and things like that, right? Group up, have a dedicated chat client outside of the game itself. So other than that, I could use Slack, right? Or I don't know what else is out there, but
Gods grant me
things
strength.
like that could be used. So why Discord? What's so special about Discord? And here we go with the boss fight. Discord is similar to what you say, the ability to voice chat, share stuff privately, and share images and videos. In practice, you tend to end up unfocused, drawing unnecessary drama or dying, or if they're unlucky. If they're unlucky, right? I don't know, people seem... There's a new type of YouTube video, apparently it's just about like stuff in Discord servers. I don't know how that works. I'm an old man, I guess. But yeah, Discord server YouTube videos. Look it up. I have no idea why that's a thing. Alright, so this boss fight I'm gonna have to focus a little bit. So here we go.
Gentlemen, I'm back.
So, Hellspawn, you seek to break through to the surface of the world. But you will not achieve your goal whilst I yet live and breathe. or the equivalent of it here in the splendors of Elysium.
And you leave me with little choice but to make you shut up already, and your bull-headed manservant there.
That Minotaur whom you address is my dear friend, you preconceiving stain upon the earth. Asterius and I are brothers here in death as we were enemies in life. Not that you could ever understand fraternal bonds as strong as ours. Fiend, who taught you such sloppy technique?
Good, not good. Losing too much health.
You cheat! Goddess Athena, lend to me your strength! You hit me!
Very bad.
Can't do that. I'm empty.
Ready!
Confucius, you're next. You fall.
Oh, I lost one life.
That'll
Oh well.
show them.
And I didn't get any health for that. Let's see. Automata has been added to my wish list. Yes! Alright, that's one thing I want to mention as well. If you guys, like me, you don't have infinite money, if you still want to support indie developers, wish listing games actually does help them very much. So please do that on Steam. Hope we get no dings. Aw. Come on. We should get more dings, right? People use it as an alternative to game chat and does group chat, and it's free. Yep. I suck at Metroidvanias though. PTSD from Rogue Legacy. Okay, Rogue Legacy is actually a special case because it's a roguelite Metroidvania rather than just a straight up Metroidvania. So, what I like about Metroidvanias the most is that you actually get upgrades and progression that make you stronger as the game goes on. So, as you explore, you unlock new areas, you find new enemies, but you're more powerful as well. And then there are certain games that are more explicitly RPG-like, like Bloodstained, as mentioned previously, as well as your Symphony of the Nights. And then you have the other side of the spectrum, which is things like Hollow Knight, which is like super difficult, inspired by Dark Souls, things like that. I hope they release Castlevania SOTD on Steam. SOTN? Symphony of the Night, Michael? As far as in-game chat go, probably not necessary for people on Switch. I don't actually play online much. Okay. A quick petition to Disney, and I'm looking for a page like 9gag or Reddit to share. Yeah, I guess Reddit would be a good place. Depends on what your petition is for, Janet. WiiWare games could use re-release as well, but Konami will live on ports and seem unlikely to forget stuff if they can't make new things. Hey, come on. The most, like, a number of these games that I have in my Steam library are actually like bundle trash. Like, I went through a period of time where I was buying like $1 bundles to get, 15 games, which are, trash games to be honest. And that's why there's an inflated number. And then most of my recent stuff is all through developers. So actually thank you developers very much for that. Any thoughts on demos and how they seem much more common around indie PC space? Yep, demos is a weird one because it actually takes quite a lot of work to do a demo. Or to do a good demo, I guess. And I guess the way a lot of indie developers have been doing it is they just for let's say puzzle games, right? They let you play the first 3 levels for you to get a feel of the thing. So there's not much work to be done. But if it's a AAA game, for example, you need to cut out a vertical slice of the game to show off certain mechanics, certain starting areas without spoiling too much of the game. And then your demo build might be a lot different than your final build. So there's weird complications like that. But obviously, having the ability to try a game first before committing to buying it is definitely good. Humble Bundle goes a long way. Yep, Humble Bundle does go a long way. Vendron, I made it in time. Cool. Welcome to the stream. Entopsiak. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I think it's actually my first super chat, which is super cool. I didn't know if I would, it would work for my channel, but yeah, there's that. Alright, so we are going to hit. I spent actually quite a lot of time standing still and talking, so not much action on stream itself, but you can hear my lovely voice, I guess. So we are going to head into this door, which will hopefully be the new stuff for the patch. Hopefully I remember to patch my game.
Your struggles soon shall be in vain.
You know nothing of my struggles.
Restore. Let's just get some extra health.
Got something new to try.
After taking damage, become invulnerable for half a second. Alright, should we go with this? Should we go with the collar? Let's stick with the collar. That's safe. That's a very safe thing. In China, you have a page similar to Reddit. Okay, I think that's where the confusion is, Janet. Singapore is not part of China, contrary to what many people think. We are majority Chinese population, but we are not part of China, so I'm not sure about Chinese pages. But if you're talking about from what I know of the Chinese internet, you'll be looking at things like Baidu or is it WeChat? I think they have forums there. I'm not sure. Hopefully reach 100,000 soon. Yes, I certainly hope so. You know, if my reach increases, I can reach more people, get more people to support indie developers, and then as a result, they get more funding, they get more money, they get to make cooler stuff for us to play, and that's basically the main reason why this channel exists. Super chats are unavailable in your country. Yep, fair enough. No worries on that, Michael. You have done plenty to help the channel already. Google eats a lot of super chat money. Yep, Google eats a lot of, I guess, any funding that goes through that platform. Hence, that's why Patreon is an alternative. PayPal option, yes, there is a PayPal link somewhere on the channel about page, so you can check it out there. Can you donate custom lawn and Patreon? You're my first time sponsoring that. I think you can. There, you can set tiers where it's like up to you to donate, if I'm not wrong. But we're just going with the very, very basic tiers at the moment.
To the surface.
Alright, so Styx. This is the new area that's been added. Oh, I don't get a fancy cutscene. The Temple of Styx.
At last, the willful prince has ventured all the way up to the surface of the mortal realm. Yet still he is encased within the earth itself. The gateway to the underworld. A threshold from which there is no escape.
We'll see about that.
And of course, the character that featured most prominently in the artwork for the patch is Cerberus, the three-headed dog. That's such a good boy, right? So hopefully we don't have to fight him to get out. And no spoilers, please. I haven't actually read up on anything of this.
The tales of what happens to those foolish enough to attempt to pass are far too graphic to describe.
So it's really come to this, boy. After everything we've been through. Well then,
oh, no.
This is how it has to be. There's nothing left to say. Except for, on your guard. No, but seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I help you with the Satyr problem? Would you let me go? Please. I have to find Mother.
After a moment's hesitation and deliberation, the voracious Hound of Hell barks once, affirmatively toward the prince.
Oh, thank God you tried to find him. Okay.
So I just need to head off the beaten path.
I like this artwork. The art in Supergiant Games is like awesome. It's like so good. I'm so impressed by it.
The vast temple of Styx and its innumerable dangers now are all that separates the underworld prince from the Landats.
I've almost made it.
The widely feared and many-headed Cerberus.
He loves to eat. Can you blame him?
Okay, so
should stock up for the road ahead.
Ooh, I could get another hammer if I had enough gold. Okay, that's interesting.
If I were a Satyr sack, where would I be?
Oh wow. Okay, so 5 options. Dionysus, Poseidon, a heart, gold, and a palm. Okay. Let's see. Get another Dionysus boon. And the palms are... Wait, why are the palms... Certain palms are more lighted up? Let's get the boon first.
Zag, your uncle's passing through. Not Dad, the other one I mean. And he just wanted to check in, see how you're doing, so...
Aha! There you are, my little nephew. Dionysus showing...
Anyway, we're here, man, waiting up for you. We know you're gonna make it, I would say, eventually.
Dual boon. Any boons you find have superior effects. Minimum boon rarity epic. Oh, awesome. This is very good.
To my health. Why not?
And more cast damage.
They must have lots of these on
should pick
Olympus.
the other one. It's kind of diminishing returns. And let's go with Dionysus again. Even though that's a skull. Okay, very narrow corridor. Sell what? Oh, sell boons,
Let's
right?
think about this.
2 shots. Cure? Cure.
Not poisoned at the moment, thanks.
Oh, poison. Okay, that's a new thing. Alright, another one down.
Has the father step come?
Oh my goodness, what the hell is this? Alright, okay, let's get back to chat. Bots can paste link. Yes, the art looks amazing. Agreed. I'll look in the bot page later, but it should be easier to find so less people ask. Where should I put the PayPal link then? Jamie! Hello, Indie Game fans. Yep. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Hades. And it's pretty awesome. Yeah, too bad it's still Epic. That's, you know, very unfortunate. Like I mentioned on the community post, the lack of regional pricing and support for other currencies is a big problem for them. Not liking these narrow corridors. See you! Have fun, Isaac.
Found one of their dens.
Why is this red taking so long to kill? That was dumb. Should just stay there
Hello there, Dionysus.
and not take the damage.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Epic, yeah. Your life is low. Your attack inflicts poison. Your dash inflicts poison. Replace blade dash. Let's go with this.
Strong stuff. Tasty, sort of.
No healing? No healing fountain?
Hope this can get me out of here. A
Okay.
moment's rest.
Back to the start. Okay.
Not far from here, the dead begin their journey to their final.
Generous selection of his wares.
Oh, right. So I have to clear all of these.
Next.
Oh, these narrow corridors are really, really terrible. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it so much.
Satyr storage.
Ooh. Money? If I get enough money, I can get another hammer. But do I need another hammer?
Disgusting. Cerberus will love it.
Oh wait, okay. You could bright, right. Ah, okay, I see. I think you have to feed the dog, and then the dog will let you pass, and then the rest of the dungeons should be optional. And there's a health fountain. Yes! Yes! Why do people not like Epic? It's mainly them shelling out money to to get exclusive games, and then people get very pissed off that they can't buy the game elsewhere, and then they are forced to use the Epic client. So that's the main thing. Discord has a cap of 100 servers that you join. I would drop out to follow yours if I had to, but I don't think Discord is necessarily the best choice. There's a problem taking exclusive, you promised. Yep. You're a 51-year-old gamer, Jamie. That's very interesting. And yeah, actually, I do use the Epic Games Store launcher mainly to get their free games. And their games there, the indie games that they have provided for free are actually very, very good. Things like Subnautica, Slime Rancher, Axiom Verge, and recently Transistor as well. So great titles if you haven't played it. Epic lacks features, yes, agreed. Humble Bundle Store, Indie Gala, 45, 23, 22. Okay, quite a nice mix. The majority of my I guess viewers on the channel based on the analytics is in the 25 to 34 bracket. That's the majority anyway. But we do have some, people from all over the age range. Don't like the layout of the store. Mutant Year Zero free soon. Yep, the layout is terrible. There's no shopping cart. You can't really sort. You can't really search for games on their store page as well. So that's bad. Delicia 23cm. Hello. Thanks for joining the stream.
Now for a chat with Cerberus.
Oh wait, that 100 was my money.
Got this delicious sack of meal for you, boy. Alright, boy, I got your favorite treat.
Terrifying Cerberus accepts the fit.
I owe you one, boy.
Ooh. No idea what's there. Should I... Oh, this is closed off as well.
A network of tunnels grows from one of the cold.
So I think the mechanic here is that there are 5 tunnels, and then you have to explore them at random to try and get the sack of whatever dog food that you need to get Cerberus to, go
Look at
away.
all this.
Should I spend my money? I guess an additional boon wouldn't hurt. Alright.
It's odd that we're running into one another here, among the wares of my professional associate, I mean.
Let's try. After you dash, gain 100% move speed for 1 second. Running to foes make them 30% slower. Your attack is 30% faster. Let's go with dash.
Please send me on.
140 years old. 536. I love your videos. Yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. We need a proper tier list of stores so others can improve and not just EGS. A lot of good indies. Yes, a lot of great indies out there.
I did it.
That's it? No boss fight?
Wow.
Oh no, that looks like a boss fight.
Oh, of course.
I never grew accustomed to the air up here. It gusts senselessly whichever way it pleases. I suppose you must prefer it to the stillness of the air below.
This is Hades in his full glory, I guess.
You know, you're right. The air up here seems pretty good so far. But I will reserve judgment till I've had my fill. I have to say, though, Father, the Helm of Darkness suits you. I'm touched.
It should not have had to come to this. For all...
Well, let's see. You've berated me repeatedly and often. You've lied to me, mustered your wretched forces to kill me over and over, but sure, I'll grant you that you've always kept most of your anger bottled up. All that's about to change, then?
We're gods, boy. Killing one another is our lot. Although I always thought I was above it. I told you that you cannot leave this place. It seems I must enforce my rules myself. I'm sending you home. Now.
No, you're going home, not me.
Oh my goodness. That's big power. It's just wrecking the entire arena.
Where'd he go?
Oh my god, my heart, my poor heart has been beating so quickly.
Treatment from my brother, but from you.
Is that it? Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Nope. Ah, the second form got me. Ah.
Damn you, Father.
Alright then. Let's run through the chat again. What time is it? It's 12. Let's see. Andres Valpando. Face reveal when? Not just yet. Maybe at a significant milestone down the line. The game looks good, but we have a new version every 3 months. Waiting for Octopath Traveler, maybe. Yep. Alright, nothing much to say there. Jamie, anyone play Church in the Darkness? I haven't got hands-on on that. Octopath Traveler seems neat, but I didn't like Bravely Default. I think the systems in Octopath are a lot different than Bravely Default. So Bravely Default had the whole Brave versus Default system, you know, waiting or whatever. And I think Octopath is a lot different. Don't have the time to play, and when I have, I'm often too sleepy. Yep, that's a problem I have as well, Michael. Persona 5 RPCS3. Is that the emulator for the PS4? Not sure. I just spent $250 on games in the last few days. Wow, Jamie, that's a lot. Okay. On which platforms? PC, Steam. Yep. How expensive is the most expensive game? Humble Bundle. Don't wait for summer or winter sale. Yep, if you are wealthy and you can afford it, definitely get the games at full price. Supports the developers for sure, but again, if you have a budget constraint, no shame in, you know, buying things during the Steam sale, which is what I do anyway. Let's see. Pray for the Gods was $25 in sale. Have the time to play? Yep, the time is, I guess, even now, you know, I'm working a full-time job, so the time that I have is limited, very, very limited. So that's the biggest factor that I actually consider when getting games. So if you tell me to, you know, pick up, I don't know, Monster Hunter World or something, I've seen it at 50% off during the Steam sale. So it's, I think, 40, 50 Sing dollars. And that's like, whatever, if you like Monster Hunter, you can play it for hundreds of hours, right? But I don't have the time to do that. You know, I get maybe 2 hours, not even less, maybe an hour a day on weeknights if I even play games and I'm not making videos or something. And then on weekends you have more time, obviously, but you have, you know, other commitments as well. So time is a big factor. No Man's Sky for 29. Yep, No Man's Sky is a good one, actually. It's been through a lot of patches, a lot of new, new things that they actually initially promised but never fulfilled on the promise during launch, and then eventually patched it in. And people do really like that game right now. It's a good place in its current state. I have idea for a game but never code. Yep, coding is tough. Programming and, you know, making a game is very, very tough. Same dilemma for people who read books. Yep, time. I should use to promote my game at some time. Yep, if you have a game to show, drop me an email. If you're an indie developer, I know there are a couple of you here. Drop me an email and I'll take a look for sure. Very different first release. I'm not even on my final form. Yep, exactly. I have a bunch of unread books, unwatched shows, unplayed games that I bought physically. Yep, that's the backlog problem is huge, right? That's terrible for all of us, not just you. Doesn't move out. How's all to yourself? Nice, very nice, Jamie. That's a good time actually. You know, if you're a bit older, you are maybe you don't have such heavy work responsibilities. That would be a good time to actually dive into the massive backlog, right? Of everything from, movies to TV shows and all of that. I get the Humble Money Bundle. Time saying Capcom's been doing great recently. What do I do for my full-time job? That's a secret. Maybe not a good or not convenient time to reveal what I do anyway. Cat Patty. Oh, there's a cat. Do send us some pictures or something. Find a way to share them. And here we go. After defeat by Hades, I'm expecting to get some very snide remarks from him.
Hey, you're back. Wait, what happened? My list says you got killed by a redacted? What's that even mean? I've never seen anything like this.
Don't want to talk about it.
You tell me if I did anything wrong, wouldn't you, Prince?
I saw your father storm out of the house in his regalia, so he must have confronted you himself at last. I see that.
Well, at least I know who will be waiting for me the next time I climb all the way to the Temple of Styx and manage my way out.
Don't lose heart, lad. I did not train your father, only you. He is a god, but he is just a god. If you'll forgive my bit of treason there.
Just a god.
No use.
So these two doors here are still locked. I don't know what's behind them, so something I'm eager to find out. And you can pet the
There's
dog
a good
now.
boy.
And surprise, surprise, Hades is not at his desk. So I wonder where he'll turn up.
The fear-inducing hellhound eyes the underworld prince uneasily. It's...
Hey, good to see you back here, boy. I'm glad you're back on guard duty. Even if it means... More pets? More pets.
Oh, Andreas. No, when I said 12, I meant 12 a.m. So, yeah, definitely from Singapore.
It's awfully quiet whilst you're not around.
Feels very empty. The House of Hades usually has more characters milling around, so...
What's for sale?
Not sure what happened. And for those of you that don't know, this is your room. You know, you can decorate it with posters of the different gods. There's this basin that tells you how many times you've attempted to escape, how many enemies you've killed.
How many times has it been now?
You could rest.
Not as comfy as it looks.
And there are some story sequences to do with this bit. Like when he goes to sleep, he dreams or something, so on and so forth. And then the two main progression mechanics here are the mirror, where you use... what's this currency called? Yeah, whatever. Use this currency to upgrade. So like here, I will just pump some points into this, get more money for each run. And then the other one that I mentioned is actually this table over here, where you can spend these skull currencies to make your run harder. So you could increase damage that foes deal, prices in the shops, pain tolerance, so more health for your enemies, so on and so forth. and then when you actually put points in here, your bonus of this currency actually goes up. So if you're trying to grind for upgrades and things like that, this is a good way to go about it. And there are also in-game achievements for completing games on a certain heat level. So there's one at 60 and 120 heat. So if you can somehow assign 120 heat worth of, you know, difficulty to your overall run, it gets up there in difficulty. It gets really, really challenging. So yeah, that's Hades, more or less. 12 a.m. Different other side of the world from you. In Perth? Ah, okay. Oh man, Jamie, I should really go to Australia. I always wanted to go, even though I guess it's rather near. I haven't had the opportunity to go. Really want to go. And if you have any recommendations on where to visit, do let me know. 12:10 p.m. Yep, 12-hour difference from the Americas, I guess. Where come idea for a YouTube channel? Yep. So the channel is all about helping developers, helping indie developers. Mainly because, you know, there's so much crap on Steam, right? You know, literally hundreds of games out every month, and then the smaller titles will get buried. I mean, games like Hades, not so much, but other titles that maybe sell 1,000 copies, things like that, that don't get, you know, mainstream press coverage. They don't really get a chance in the market, and I think it's a huge shame, you know. These developers work very, very hard, and they make cool, really, really cool stuff, you know. Indie games have so many cool ideas, innovative ideas that you don't see in other games, and the channel is just to, you know, support them, and then to help you guys, of course, discover the game so that you can support them as well. NT1, we are playing Hades. I just died to the final boss, so I think I'll call it a night on the game itself. Top 5 best indie games. Yes, please. Oh, War Thunder, that's a new one. Yep, do watch the recent video, the one that I just published a couple of hours ago. Poland, okay, interesting. How much time do I spend in this game? Is there I think it's in the save file, so I can't see it from here. Yep, so I don't have a time for you coming. Poland ball. Yoskazawa. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Yoskazwa. Hello. Yes, hello to you too. Okay, give me a moment. I will quit out of Hades, and I will be back with another game. Maybe I'll just run the stream for a little while more. It's getting a bit late. So, yep, give me just a second. Alright, so we should be back. Yep, alright. So this is the sequel to one of my favorite games. I don't know how it plays actually. Oh, thanks Michael. Thank you very much. The fuck is this? Okay. This is... give it a moment. For some reason, the game is giving me keyboard commands, so I'm a bit confused. Can't make this jump. Alright, forget it. Forget it. Wait, I can double jump. No, I can't. Is it possible you can make the data for games you find more visible? Steam Group Jam Bomb thing from before. Yep, I am playing with the idea of having the data or the spreadsheet more publicly available, but we'll see how. How old am I? I am 29. Melvin, hey! How you doing, man? This is the type of game that I avoid. Probably end up with Rage Quit. This is actually Electronic Super Joy 2, which is the sequel to the first game. And the best part about this is actually that the game is free. Or the second game is free anyway. As long as you hit the checkpoints, right? And the best part of this is actually the music. I really, really like the music in this game. I've got the timing down. Alright, here we go. Do you have plans to make a Discord server? Yeah, I was actually talking to the rest of the guys in chat about it a little while back. Thinking what the advantages of a Discord server. So actually platformers are like the worst thing to show off on stream, but thankfully, press down and everything drop. Nothing drop. The music is great. Yep, the music is awesome. Metroidvania and Pixar are the best. Yes, they are, Melvin, my friend. They are really, really the best. They announced a sequel to this and it's free. I love the first one. Yep. So actually, if you watched last week's video on the top 5 best indie games of new releases of the week, this was definitely one of them. Sound effect is really... Horus was a harder game. Double jump. So they are actually trying to introduce the power-ups one by one, which is interesting. So there's more variety than the old game. Okay, so let's take a break here. Horus was a harder game, and I really want to play Horus. Yep, Horus is fantastic. Do check it out. I wanted to ask you something. Do you like Katamari games? I actually haven't played Katamari, believe it or not. As mentioned before, growing up, I didn't have a PlayStation or any console for a PlayStation 2 rather. I had PlayStation 1, so I didn't really have any consoles, and then I mainly play on PC. So yeah, don't have an affinity for Katamari, but based on what I know, I would think it's a series that I would like. Game is Horus. If I see you playing games in Steam, can you spectate? Sure. Actually, I have no idea how the spectate function works in Steam, so you can try. Alright, this seems very impossible. Let's give it a couple more tries. How am I supposed to get through that part? Up, 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 up! Breath of Fire, yes, I love Breath of Fire. Used to play it a little bit here and there. Sure. I guess it depends on what I'm playing and yeah, I guess. But sure, you can send the request and we'll see how things go. Eagle Island, yes, Eagle Island is pretty good. Great. do I get through that gap? Last. Alright, let's see. Control mapping was a bit weird for me. Just Shapes and Beats is a great game. Yes, Just Shapes and Beats is a great game. Roland Hatton. You have a great accent. I always wanted to know where you are from. I am from Singapore. Alright, think I am going to call it a night here. How do I... Let's turn down the audio a little. Yep. So it's kind of late, and yeah. So I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for hanging out. You guys should have asked me more questions though. It was meant to be AMA of sorts, live stream kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate all of you guys. 10,000 subscribers is significant for sure. And you'll see how things go, you know, with the Patreon. Do support me there if you can. As mentioned earlier, I want to do a lot more stuff with the channel, but that means I need a lot more funding. I need more pairs of hands on deck, I guess. I need an editor. I need people to, I guess, some of you guys have mentioned, to help me look for or find interesting games, so I don't have to spend so much time looking for games. And yeah, really happy to have all of you guys here with me. Oh, one more thing. Don't leave just yet. Anyway, I have plans to run giveaways starting soon, so watch out for the video on that. Instructions will be in there. If you guys have any particular indie game that you guys have been meaning to pick up and don't have it or haven't played it yet, that's one thing to look out for. So giveaways are a new thing. the Patreon and getting more people to help me with the channel is another thing. Those are the two main updates. That aside, it will still be mostly things as usual. So daily videos will come out. About live streams and Discord servers, those are two ideas that I'm still playing with. Thinking of doing weekly live streams, maybe on Saturdays, and then maybe a Discord server if that helps you get you guys into the Patreon program. And yeah, so those are my updates. Roland, I've discovered many great games due to this channel. Keep up the great work. Yes, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. So that's the whole point of the channel, discovering great indie games. 80s retro futuristic game. I have this one on the tip of my tongue that I can't remember the name of. It might be Desync, DESYNC. So that's that. Michael will be waiting for the next stream. Yep. Same thing. There will be a notification that goes live, way before the stream happens. So that's that. Try to watch more videos. Yes, please do. Thank you. It's a great time for a thing. Giveaway sounds good. Merch. Yep, maybe merch down the line. The thing about merch for me anyway is I don't know what merch you guys would want. So I don't have, a logo or a cute dog or something to put on a shirt. So if it's just my logo, then it doesn't make sense for merch, I think. So anyway, that's down the line. Quite a ways down the line anyway. Ronan, thank you. Nice stream. Yes, thank you for being here. Very new to streaming. A bit uncomfortable on the mic, as you guys can probably tell. Lots of ums and ahs. But that's to be expected, I guess. Michael, Malayan keychain. Okay. For those of you that don't know, the Malayan is a symbol of Singapore. There are two statues in Singapore actually, and that's our so-called one of our most identifiable landmarks and things that we put on tourist gifts and souvenirs. So that's that. Hey, don't joke, man, Michael. It might be a great idea actually. Janet, I discover a lot of games, but not money. Yeah, that's the problem we all have, right? Too little money, too many great indie games. But there are ways to help indie developers regardless. And yeah, hope you guys can do some of that. And hint, it's actually part of the giveaway requirements, which you'll see in the video hopefully next week. Maybe. Let me decide. And as always, hang out on the community tab. Posts and updates will go up there as usual. And hope to see you guys around. Alright, it's getting late. Alright then, so thanks again. And I will see you in the next video.